the start of this year, I made a promise to myself. I wanted to level up my life. I wanted to live to be a more full, happier version of me. I feel like last year was a lot for me. I graduated college. I moved back home with my parents to a state that I did not grow up in. I don't know anyone. And on top of all of that, I am currently unemployed. The second half of last year, I felt very stagnant. I felt like I was very much just on a routine, and if I didn't make a change, I was going to go crazy. And I felt like I just was waiting for something exciting to happen. But when the new year rolled around, I felt very hopeful. You know, it's new year, New Year's resolutions, time for change, time for new beginnings. And I decided that this year I didn't want to just continue waiting for something to happen. I wanted to make a change and create the type of life that excites me. So I started reflecting on when was the last time that I truly felt like happy and excited with my everyday life. When was the last time that I felt the most happy, fullest, vibrant version of Danae? And I realized that the last time I felt that way, I felt the most full version of myself, was 2 years ago when I was studying abroad in Paris, which is very fitting. I mean, Paris is the city of love, and if you know anything about me, I am a hopeless romantic. I adore romance books. I was born in February, and above all of that, I love rom-coms, specifically early 2000s rom-coms. So much of who I am, my passions, my creative inspiration, my fashion inspo is from rom-coms. So this year I decided to embrace and channel my main character energy, not just in terms of the aesthetic, but in the way that I live my everyday life. So this year I am making it my goal to step into my main character version of me, like the heroine and leading ladies of my favorite romantic comedies. So this week I'm going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to be living my life as if I were the main character in an early 2000s rom-com. So this week I'm going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to be living my life as if it were a rom-com, early 2000s style. Being the main character in a rom-com often involves big, life-changing moments, like a romantic gesture or declaration of love. My favorite moments in rom-coms are the ones that capture the in-between moments where love can be found in the little things, like remembering someone's favorite coffee order or noticing a weird quirk. If I've learned anything from my favorite rom-coms, it's that there is beauty in the mundane, like making your favorite breakfast in the morning, the first sip of a perfect cup of coffee, and getting to watch a new episode of your favorite show. Love stories are great and all, but I think learning to fall in love with your own everyday life is pretty cinematic. Most heroines in early 2000s rom-coms have a moment like this. The iconic getting their life together montage or big makeover scene. And sure, these changes can be a bit dramatic, but it's never just about their appearance or aesthetics. These scenes are about transformation. The main character stepping into a new, elevated version of themselves that was beneath the surface all along. Even the smallest actions can feel cinematic if you let them. Maybe changing my sheets is my version of a grand makeover reveal. Or maybe clearing the clutter from my floor is reminiscent of a main character shaking off heartbreak and making space for something new. I can't always control the plot, but at least I can set the scene. Some of my most loved rom-coms are my favorite because they really aren't about romance at all. They're about the lessons and personal growth the main character experiences. The best rom-com heroines don't just find love, they step into the person they're meant to be. And maybe that's what it means to live like a main character. Not some epic love story, but choosing to see the small parts of life as something worth falling in love with, and romanticizing them as something bigger. Because the main character isn't the one with the perfect life, but they are the one who perseveres to get their happy ending. And maybe in my own way, that's what I'm doing too. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry.